welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing today? Well, a little ray of sunshine has come through the window here, so I thought I would take this opportunity to show you my little project for Friday. So here we are. Right, so we're working in the Rustic Reflections journal. I am thoroughly enjoying how this one's coming together, and if you haven't seen any of the previous videos, then go and take a look in the description box just below this video, and you will see the playlist for this one. All right, everything I've done so far is in there. Okay, so we are going to open this up. I've clipped this in place just to show you. And yeah, I absolutely adore this page. It's simple but really effective. Remember, it's a writing journal, so I'm trying to keep everything as flat as I possibly can and have lots of space for writing. So this is the project that we're going to make today. It's really easy. It's like a faux little envelope. And then I'm just making a pocket from it at the back here. I've just stuck in this piece with a bit of fabric, and I've taken my mini pages. I have folded 2 of them back to back, and I've just put another scrap piece of paper in the middle to give it some rigidity, and beautiful journaling cards. So that's what I've done there, and I've just added a tab at the top. So that's it really. For that. Oh, and I stuck one of those little images on the side. I thought it just finished it off. And then the little envelope here is really cute. We've got one of the circles from the kit. I've got this. This is a prompt for you to write, and this is your writing spot. So you're going to open this up. We're not going to stick the sides down. Remember, it'll be stuck in there like that, and you can write everything that you want to write based on the prompt you choose to stick on the front. And there we have it. All right, so that is what we're going to do today. Yes, so then you're just going to take that, tuck it behind there like this. That's going to be stuck in your journal on 3 sides, so it's a pocket, and then you've got more writing space there. So that's what we're going to do, quick and easy. Now with these, I have decorated this side. I'm going to show you how I do that today. I've added a quote, fussy cuts, these leaves that I've stamped with my distress inking fussy cut art, and then these beautiful flowers from the kit. And then on this side, I have done this one. I had done this one before. The stencil I have used here is these particular ones here. So this one here with the birds is leaves and branch. Okay, and then the other one you'll see me use in the other signatures called flourish background. All right, so I think they're on my Amazon favorites list. I have put them on there. So these are 2 writing pages. I love them. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go into the other signature. Oh, it opened at the right place. There you can see I've used that other one. We're going to go to this page and put one over there. All right, so let's go and move this to the side and tell you what you need. So again, I've got 2 flowers, 2 of those leaves, and some fussy cuts that we're going to put on the page to show you how I do the decoration with one of the quotes. Then this one's going to be the closure for the envelope, and then I've just grabbed a couple of those other stamped goodies that I shared with you the other day. I cut out, this is from Field Notes, Stampers Anonymous, and then I've just used the distress inks I shared with you earlier. I think Persimmon, Fossilized Amber, Rusty Hinge, and there's an olive one. Olive one, where are you? Somewhere. Yeah, it's not on my desk for some reason. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. I have grabbed some lace, so I've got this one. The 2 bits that I'm going to put in here are this lovely lady having fun in the autumn leaves. I've just sewn on a scrap of fabric there to match, and then I've added this little element onto the bottom piece of that same page from the mini pages. All right, so the top one I use in the one and the bottom the other, and you can write on both sides. Okay, so there we go. Right, the piece of paper I'm going to use is this. All right, and this is from my background pages. I've just used one of the double-sided printed ones that you get, and really what you want to do is cut this 7 inches by 7 inches, and 7 inches is about 18 centimeters, 1/8. Okay, so what I'm going to do is very simply, I need a longer ruler, that would help. Just going to join up the 2 points on this side, and I'm going to just draw a soft pencil line that way. Then we're going to just turn it to the other, join the other opposite corners. That's just so that you get a center mark, and we'll rub that out. All right, so that's what we've got there. Now you just want your bone folder. We are going to decide here which bit I want at the top. I think I'm going to have, let's see, I'm going to have some with the stripes. Okay, so we're going to take the bottom point and join it at that mark, that's where they meet. All right, and then you're going to just turn this side. I've specifically not used an envelope board just in case you don't have one, but if you want to, you can. All right, so we've joined those up, so you've got this now. And now what we're going to do is we're going to I'm just gauging this, so I'm using this as a gauge. And remember, you've got these marks here to guide you, so you want this point there, but I'm going to just bring it in a little bit so it will fold over, but just match that point there. I'll show you what we're going to do with this. All right, so you're just going to go like that, use the bone folder and get those crease marks really in there. Okay, and then the top one, what I ended up doing is using my ruler, and I'll just get that there, and then I'm going to take this just slightly down, and I'm going to just run my bone folder across there like that, just so that I know it's straight. All right, so you've got that. So that's really what you have. Now I'm going to round the corners, so let's go with I'm not going to make it overly sharp, but you can do whatever you feel. So I'm going to do that. Now remember, if you don't have a rounder, use the edge of this, use your pencil, draw it and trim it out with your scissors. Okay, so that's works as well. Okay, the one with the stripes, wherever it's gone. Where's the stripy bit? it's one of these. I think it's this one. Okay, something like that. Okay, so there we have it. No, I think it's that way. There we go. Right, sorry. Okay, so we've got that there like that. Now we're not going to glue anything, remember, but at this point you might want to go and just distress the edges if you like to do that. I don't do it very dark, so just give that a little bit of, and I'm not going into the corners here because we're going to trim those in a sec, but I'm just going to go on the sides. Okay, you can now rub out this bit in the middle. Gosh, it's nippy today. I'm not moaning, but yeah, a perfect day for crafting. Right, so what we're going to do now is, over here you'll see that, let me show you with my pencil, you've got these fold lines there. I'm going to draw it with a pencil so you can see. All right, on each corner. And what we need to do is go and cut those out with our scissors. It'll make it easier for folding, and it just finishes it off. I also like to sort of round the corner there, like that. And where the fold line is, go to the left of it so that you're cutting out the whole raised ridge part of it, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's just do that. I did try and use my envelope goodie, but I cut them out in the wrong spots, so I got fed up and just decided this is easier. Okay, so there we have everything. This is the base and this is the top, I think. You can have whichever side you prefer, and I'm going to turn it round. So I've got the wider bits at the bottom. Okay, and now you can, if you want, go and just go over the points there. Okay, happy, I'm happy. Right, as I said, we're not sticking anything down, but what we are going to do is put some lace on the top. All right, now what you want to do is take your lace, measure it, the length of the side. Okay, I use the cream for the other, and just make 2 bits of that. We're going to trim once we've stuck it on, but you just want two bits there, and your fabric glue. Now you can decide whether you want to stick the fabric, the lace, on the top or underneath. I'm going to go with underneath. I quite like that. All right, so I'm going to just get this fabric glue onto the underside there. I think I'll do, yeah, let's do both sides. You can always come and add some more. Right, so take it here. Now I went a little bit over because I went back and trimmed it. I'll show you how I got to that, right? And it goes over the edge there, that's fine. And then you want to do the same on this side. While I've got this here, I'm going to just join up this little bit in the middle here. Right, this is the bit that we'll come back to this, so I just want to put the lid on and get my scissors out. All right, now I'm going to use glue in a second again, but I just want to tidy this up a little bit. All right, and I want to angle this here. Now what I did do was, and this is a bit messy, but I did go and take the glue then and then put some glue on the sort of corners, the edge, you know, the finished edges that I've just cut, and press it in, just so that it's not going to unravel or anything. I didn't want that, especially this bit, because you're going to use this when you're sticking the point in. It's already drying, so that's good. All right, so paper glue, here we go. What I did here was, we're going to take I've got the squirrel. I'm going to fold these down, and then, you know, not too high up. You want to get this stuck on. All right, so just get it sort of straightish, and then I'm going to go up to sort of this point with glue. Okay, so hold the top here where you don't want the glue, and then get the glue all around. I'm sort of going to go with a V. It doesn't go down this far, but I want to just make sure it's nice and firmly in place. So we want to have it like that. Yeah, I think that's about it. Okay, so that's where it'll end up going, and then just press these down so that you've got it nice and flat. Right, so there we go. Then I am going to take these 4 little bits that I stamped from the field notes, all right? And I'm going to just do a little arrangement here. So I'm trying to just see how I want it. Like this, and then I'm going to end up putting this one sort of something like that. So I'm going to just make a little mark there. This is just going to help me to stick it down. So I'm going to go with this one first. How are you guys getting on putting your journal together? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, I'm so excited about getting this one done because I'm aching to write in it. So yeah, have enjoyed it. And I'm working on a mini journal, so there you go. You know, I do get lots of people asking me that. Right, so we've got that there. Bring out a little bit of the orange, and then this lovely moth. Oh, it looks like a moth more than a butterfly. I do love these stamps. This is the first one I ever bought of the Stampers Anonymous, and I do love it. Right, so we'll get that there. Yeah. And then this little one over here, this tiny one. Great job for doing in front of the telly, cutting these all out and getting them ready. I had fun doing that. Right, so there we have all of that there. Now I did put on a little sentiment, so I need to get one for this one. So I'll put them all in here, and let's just find something. Yeah, this is a good one to write about, starting today, and then you can write your whole story in there of what you want to do starting today. And you know, this year I've done a lot to work on myself personally, because normally I'm helping everyone else in my family, and one change at a time is what I would suggest. One thing at a time that you do for yourself. Best investment is looking after yourself, because as my son points out, no one else will. He's right. Okay, so we've got that there. So that's everything on that front. I'm quite happy with that. We will end up sticking that into our journal. So let's just grab it here. I won't stick it down quite yet, but I want to just show you how it's going to look. So we'll get our little paper clip here. So long. But I will end up sticking it in there, not with a paper clip, with glue. And then we've got these two bits, which are some more places to write, and that will end up going over there. So that's going to look lovely. All right, so we've got that side marked up. Now I want to show you here. So the very first thing I did was I took that stencil and I took the Distress Oxide, and I just stenciled over the top bit there, bearing in mind you're going to have a decoration here. All right, then all that's needed is I took 2 leaves and I've stuck them on top of each other there. Okay, and I do hold them together like this when I'm doing it, so that once I've arranged it how I want, and then I've taken 2 flowers and sort of positioned them on top of those 2 leaves. All right, so that's my first port of call. And that's going to go there like that. Before I stick it down, I grab the bit that I want. So I'm going to use, how can I improve my mindset today? Because I'm working on this one that I probably would do the day before. And I'm going to just find out, I want to just touch it on here at some point. So that's how I'm going to position it. Okay, so let's get that in place. So just pair up your leaves, and or whatever it is that if you don't have these leaves, they're also Stampers Anonymous one, which I've had for a couple of years as well, because I've done a couple of autumn journals with them. Right, so you've got your 2 leaves together, just one angled, one straight, and your 2 flowers, and now you want to just get all of this stuck down. So again, these pairings and these little clusters you can do in front of the telly and just get them ready to this point, you know, because there's a number of pages we're going to be doing this with, and I've done another one behind this page which I'll show you in a minute, because as I said, we're making a writing journal. I want lots of writing space, but I don't want plain pages. Right, so we are keeping these pretty straight. And then I've taken the toadstool from the Fussy Cuts and the wood pile. I've just stuck that on there like that. And right, so I suppose I've gone a bit wrong there, and I'll have to make this a bit higher. I didn't want to, and I don't think I can pull this off now, so I might have to just stick it over that word. So it was a bit stupid. I should have moved that over, but that's okay. How lovely does that layout look? All right, so you've got a writing spot there, and you're going to write, well, I would write all over here with the black pen. It'll look so nice. And I can get all my thoughts out of how I'm going to improve my mindset. Absolutely, that's a good one. Okay, and then on the other side of the page, I've done that. So I did the bird stencil, what I wish I had more time for today. And then I've stuck that on with the 2 leaves and the 2 flowers. So you see, although we're using different flowers, different fussy cuts and different leaves, it does give you a slightly different look, and I just love it. All right, so we've got those 2. And then on this side, we've got these. All right, so I need to take a photograph. That's why I didn't really need to put that bit in there, but yeah, there we go. I love it. All right, everyone, that's our project for today. They are fast and quick and easy. We did that last time. I love that. Right, so we've got quick and easy projects coming up here, and yeah. Now on this Sunday, I'm going to have an extra video because I've finished my Paws and Claws journal, and I will post that for Sunday. All right, so if you're wanting to see how it looked as a finished journal for the flip through, then please have a look out for that on Sunday. And then I'll have another little project for you for this journal for Tuesday. So stay well, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me a comment. I'm sure to get back to you, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch and follow along with me. I really appreciate you. Stay well now. Bye-bye.